Chevrolet may have made its riskiest Silverado move in years, and loyal truck buyers are split. The 2027 Silverado reportedly brings two new, naturally aspirated V8s, a possible plug-in hybrid, a digital cabin overhaul, tougher off-road hardware, and styling that may not look revolutionary enough. Meanwhile, Ford's F-150 keeps expanding its powertrain advantage, and Ram raises the bar for comfort and technology. Ignite your engines. You're on the grid with Motor Maven. Today, we're revealing 5 controversial changes that could finally push Silverado ahead, or expose just how far Chevy still has to go in America's brutal full-size truck war. Number 5. New V8 gamble. Chevy risks tradition against efficiency. The biggest 2027 Silverado story lies under the hood, where Chevrolet is expected to introduce new 5.7-liter and 6.6-liter naturally aspirated V8 engines. In a market shifting toward turbocharging, hybrids, and electric power, Chevy's move feels deliberately traditional. Loyal truck buyers may appreciate the smooth throttle response, familiar exhaust note, mechanical simplicity, and strong low-end power these engines could provide for towing and hauling. However, nostalgia alone will not beat Ford's torque-rich EcoBoost lineup or Ram's refined Hurricane Inline 6. Chevrolet must deliver competitive horsepower, efficiency, refinement, and reliable cooling under heavy loads. Until official performance and fuel economy figures arrive, the strategy remains risky. A powerful V8 could excite enthusiasts, but excessive fuel consumption could quickly weaken its appeal. But Chevy's powertrain gamble does not stop with old-school muscle, because electrification could reshape how Silverado owners work and travel. Number 4. Plug-in hybrid gamble. Silverado bets on electrified muscle. Chevrolet's V8 strategy could be joined by an equally important plug-in hybrid Silverado. A well-engineered PHEV would let owners handle commuting, errands, and short job site trips on electric power, while keeping a gasoline engine available for towing and long-distance travel. Instant electric torque could also improve low-speed response when launching trailers or navigating difficult terrain. However, Chevy cannot deliver a weak system with limited range, a small battery, or an inflated price. Ford has already demonstrated the usefulness of hybrid truck technology with the F-150 Power Boost, while Ram is pursuing electrified alternatives. Silverado buyers will expect meaningful electric range, strong towing capability, effective battery cooling, and proven durability in extreme weather and heavy workloads. Above all, it must remain a real working truck first, not an electrified experiment wearing work boots. Yet powertrain innovation means little if the cabin still feels dated, so Chevrolet is finally modernizing the Silverado's command center. Number 3. Digital cabin revolution. Silverado challenges Ram's luxury lead. Capability has rarely been the Silverado's problem. Cabin quality has. The 2027 model reportedly tackles that weakness with a larger center touchscreen, a redesigned digital instrument cluster, and an available passenger display, giving upper trims a command center feel. Practical upgrades include the multi-flex center console, which can serve as a workspace for laptops, paperwork, or job site planning, plus dual wireless charging for 2 devices. Available Super Cruise with trailering could also reduce fatigue on long highway drives by providing hands-free assistance while towing. Still, material quality remains the real test. Ram continues to lead with premium surfaces, comfortable seats, clever storage, and upscale detailing. Chevy now looks technologically competitive, but buyers will closely scrutinize every switch, seam, panel, and finish before calling this cabin truly class-leading. With 3 major changes covered, this is the ideal moment to pause before the countdown reaches its 2 biggest reveals. Before we venture further, tap the like button and subscribe to Motor Maven. Your support helps us reach more automotive enthusiasts and continue bringing you detailed vehicle updates. Now, let's shift from screens and software to the styling decision that may divide Silverado loyalists more sharply than before. Number 2. Bold new face. Silverado risks looking too familiar. The 2027 Silverado looks tougher and more modern, but not radically different. Chevrolet sharpens the lighting, strengthens the grille, adds a planted stance, and gives each trim a personality. Signature LED headlamps and tail lamps, a stronger front fascia, tougher bodywork, and wider exhaust treatments help it stand out in traffic, dealerships, and job site parking lots. Still, the Silverado silhouette remains familiar. That may satisfy loyal buyers who want evolution rather than a futuristic reinvention, but others expected a bigger visual leap. Ford continues refining the F-150, while Ram pushes styling. Chevy is walking a narrow line: change too much and risk losing loyalists, or change too little and appear cautious. But while the exterior plays things cautiously, Chevrolet saves its boldest hardware for the Silverado models built to leave pavement. Number 1. Off-road Counterattack, ZR2, and Trail Boss Fightback. The 2027 Silverado's biggest emotional payoff comes from its tougher off-road lineup. Trail Boss gains a 2-inch factory lift and 34-inch mud-terrain tires, giving buyers more clearance, stronger snow capability, and weekend trail confidence without stepping up to the ZR2. The ZR2 becomes the headline with 35-inch mud-terrain tires, a 2-inch lift, front and rear electronic locking differentials, Multimatic DS SV dampers, and jounce dampers. These upgrades improve traction, body control, and impact management when the terrain turns brutal. The ZR2 Bison adds tougher bumpers, rocker protection, beadlock-capable wheels, and underbody armor. Chevy still may not match the wild desert racing personality of Ford's Raptor or Ram's most extreme off-road trucks, but the capability gap is closing. For many buyers, this could finally be the factory-built Silverado ZR2 they expected years ago. With the off-road hardware revealed, all 5 changes now converge on one question: has Chevrolet finally done enough to lead? Verdict: Silverado is catching its rivals, but has not passed them. The 2027 Silverado makes 5 bets. New V8s preserve traditional truck character. A possible plug-in hybrid answers changing demands. The cabin embraces digital technology. The exterior keeps familiar toughness, and upgraded off-road trims chase greater capability. Chevrolet is addressing long-standing weaknesses, but Ford still offers broader powertrain choices, while Ram remains the cabin benchmark, and both rivals retain strong off-road credibility. Silverado now looks tougher, smarter, and more complete. Yet leadership will depend on performance, efficiency, towing, hybrid execution, pricing, and reliability. Would you choose it over an F-150 or Ram 1500? And is Chevy's V8 strategy brilliant or dangerously outdated? Share your thoughts and ownership experiences in the comments below. Subscribe to Motor Maven and turn on notifications so you never miss our next vehicle update or upcoming video. Thank you for riding along with us. We have plenty more waiting in the garage, so check out the videos on your screen. If you thought the 2027 Silverado was impressive, wait until you see the vehicles we're covering next. Tap one now and keep the automotive adventure going with Motor Maven.